Yeah, it's all good, man. I'm not even using a mic myself. It's like,
You sound pretty good though.
yeah, it's just my what is it? I have to do this weird kind of setup where it's my face, like virtual camera with OBS. I don't know how to make it
Oh,
work
true,
with this
true,
virtual camera bullshit. Yeah, so it's like half my face. I don't know. It works, I guess.
true. I tried to figure that out, but that's why I would just record separate on my phone and I just edit it. I just screen record on OBS because it's like giving me issues. So.
I remember the first guest I had, he called me and I was like, I clicked the call and then I clicked turn on camera and nothing was there. And I was like, oh,
Oh shit.
because you have to use the virtual camera, right? It was
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me
yeah,
get some more light in here. There we go.
word. So how you been, man?
Really good. Just focused on just music mainly. Obviously, that's pretty much what I'm always focused on, and then just working. Essentially, just getting ready to move out of London, but that'll just give me the freedom to be more places, which includes London too. Like I'm still going to be around a lot there, but just save the money and put it back into the project. Yeah, yeah, exciting stuff.
Where are you moving to?
So currently Burlington for now. And then I'm thinking somewhere like Hamilton. I mean, everywhere in the GTA is getting kind of like expensive now, to be honest. But yeah, maybe
Yeah,
somewhere. I have like buddies in like Markham and stuff like that. I've heard that's like pretty affordable, and like it's not terrible getting to Toronto from there. So yeah, that's kind of the plan.
yeah. Everything is expensive in Ontario. It's crazy, man. Everything's fuck. It's damn near
Just going
unlivable.
way up. Yeah.
Shit is crazy. Shit is stupid.
Oh yeah. I mean, like,
I,
granted, like the place I have now is like kind of it's a nice place. Like we're definitely paying for it though. It's like right downtown London. But it's like I was working two jobs, like a full time job at Long and McQuaid, and then like another like bar job. And I was working like 70 hours a week, and bills would still kind of like fall behind sometimes, or like it wasn't so much that it was just like I didn't really have enough even still then to put into my career just because I'm trying to market my music more. I'm realizing like how much money you got to put into certain aspects of it. But that's also why I'm going so heavy on the content portion as well, just to kind of counteract that for now. Just keep some semblance of consistency while I like do the rebrand and everything. So hell yeah.
the rebrand. You're changing, like you're gonna change your DJ name and stuff.
I thought about changing the name, but then I also thought about how much work that would be. But I'm kind of like I'm essentially kind of like making it work with the name. And yeah, so like basically the explanation for that, and like this is the first time I'm basically saying this out loud to anybody. It's like the inspo for that was I'm like, okay, how can I form a brand identity around this name and still have it feel, like connected to me? And I think um, part of how I try and do that is stay active on social media and try and be like an open guy and open person on social media as well, because it's important for people to be able to kind of like relate to you as well, because I think that really helps them kind of connect with your music more. And it all just folds back into like the concept of your brand like being you. Like I overthought, I actually almost said overthunk, like unironically. I was overthinking it quite a bit before, but then yeah. So anyway, the whole idea is like the whole story of like Icarus from like Greek. I think it's Greek mythology. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. But it's like the whole concept of Icarus getting his wings, and his dad telling him not to fly too close to the sun, and Icarus flying too close to the sun and his wings burn up essentially. So I'm like, the whole thing with the brand is like the perspective of like I'm the sun, like don't come too close or you'll get like sunburned or something. So like I have a video concept idea for like the rebrand. But yeah, like the name is staying the same, but it's just kind of like the logo is changing because right now it's very like riddimy, which I think does reflect like and like really pointy, which I think does reflect a lot of my stuff. But yeah, I'm making more stuff now. I'm just trying to be more versatile. So I just think that's like the last step. Like people don't realize how much like not having your brand set, like how much that can like hold you back, like mentally, even like subconsciously, because you're not like fully like believing in what you're doing in a way.
Uh-huh.
Like you are, but it's like from like a marketable standpoint. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, it's like I'm still trying to figure out, I'm still trying to figure out how to produce. I'm really early into this stuff, so it's like I need to fucking prioritize getting actually good at music production first, I feel, and then care
yeah,
about like trying to brand myself more. But I
yeah, yeah,
at the same time, I'm still having fun on the gram. Might as well posting garbage and hopefully someone likes
yeah.
it.
I love I love being an idiot online. It's something you have
Yeah,
to get comfortable with, I think, but it's just like it's just fun, just making fun content, like posting like content, like the stuff that you post where you're just kind of showing your like process of like making something, which I think is
yeah,
pretty cool. People like that stuff because they like nitpicking and seeing what they can get from those types of videos and stuff. So yeah, but no, but that's good because what I did was I just started the second my fingers touched a DAW, I was like putting stuff out on SoundCloud, like just for fun. It
oh, me
was like,
too.
yeah, yeah, but like not that that's not a bad thing. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, like you have to get your stuff right and then start releasing. Like, just like some people just put out art for art's sake, and like I feel like even the people that want this as a career, like that's the mentality you have to have, anyways. You can't because it's very easy to get roped into all like the industry politics and like the business aspect of it, um, which you should pay attention to, but it can cause people to kind of lose their passion for what they're doing, essentially. So
You say like it'll just become like more business than it is an art. You're saying?
yeah, like it's kind of the concept, yeah, like in someone's brain. Like for me, what I experienced was like when I was trying to post like a bunch of content, and I was looking at some of these pages that were like blowing up, and the types of content that they would kind of have, and like it seemed to me like to blow up you just had to kind of turn your account into just like a massive just like real spam. Like I wasn't like believing in anything I was making or doing, and I just got caught in the concept of being a content creator and not an artist. And I think that's a very important distinction because I think nowadays to be an artist you kind of have to be a content creator, but it there is a point where it starts to you know become the other way around, and like that's when you have to kind of take a step back and be like, okay, like how can I get like the pep back in my step, basically, like how do I find that kind of spark again and kind of figure it out. And that's what kicked off the whole branding thing for me, because I was just like, I know something's missing, but I don't know exactly what it is. But then I just thought about it for a long time, and just something it finally just hit me. I was like, oh yeah, like what is sunburn? Like what does it even mean? What does it represent? So yeah,
You make more like I haven't heard any of your music. Forgive me. I haven't done my research and listened to any of it. But
that's
like
all right, man. No worries.
it's like melodic bass, right? Melodic bass and fruit rhythm.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
future
like
rhythm.
oh yeah, I like making that too, 100%. Like definitely some of my older stuff was like future rhythm and messing around with that. But yeah, like melodic elements, and just rhythmy stuff as far as like my bass music and stuff goes. I've just started adding more melodic elements into my songs. Just because I felt like making atonal dubstep was great for me for a bit, but I felt like I started playing instruments. I started, the reason I got into music was like falling in love with like harmony and stuff like that. So I feel like I just needed to um, come back to that a little bit, in a sense. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And you're like UKG, like that type of vibe, yeah.
I did
Because I
start
know
with
I
like,
know you like Sammy and all those guys.
oh yeah, very much so. Sammy Opidon, MPH, Lockers, like I have all the
Yeah,
UKG artists, even the smaller ones that most people don't know about, or like I think like a lot of UKG artists that I know, they're really heavy on the artist side and they don't make any content. That's why no one knows about them. They don't post shit.
yeah.
But it's just they just put up music on SoundCloud like free download. Like no one, like they have a lot of sound. They have more SoundCloud followers than Insta followers, and that's when you know it's like I feel like there's a lot of people like that. Where if they have more SoundCloud followers than Instagram followers, then it means they're more an artist than they are a content creator. I
Yeah, and
feel
I've
like,
noticed that the people that have that distinction, like they've been posting on SoundCloud for a long time, and they've
yeah,
kind of like built up that audience over like a lot. Like if they post something on SoundCloud, like they can get like 10,000 plays on something with no promotion. So it's like I get it, but honestly, it's like yeah, I don't know the social media aspect of it. It's weird because I've been noticing a lot more specifically UKG like underground artists. Like that's how I discovered EFAN. Like that's how I
yeah,
discovered Riordan,
right,
like
right, right.
Zero, like all these. I mean, I don't want to say Zero is like underground.
Yeah.
He's pretty popping, but no, like a lot of UKG guys I've discovered just from like straight up content, and it's like really cool to see and discover this type of
Hmm.
shit. So
I see it spilling into people who don't even rave. It's like people who don't even rave are just
yeah.
starting to like listen to these things like just because of social media. Like my friend who lives in the same apartment building as me, he's not a big he's not even I don't think he's ever attended a rave. And then he just kind of like he's like, yo, you know who Bullet Tooth is? I'm like, what the hell? What are you
What the hell?
what the how the fuck do you know who that is? Eh? How the fuck like and then yeah, so I think the fact that content creation is like it's everyone watches Instagram Reels, right? So like
Yeah,
I feel like it's
yeah.
you're everyone's starting to see like stuff that even it's outside of their realm, but like they like it. So I guess this raises the question of like how many more people are going to start raving? Is it going to become? It's already seems to have become more of a like thing that like a lot more people do now than they used to. At least
Oh
that's what I'm
yeah,
seeing, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, I've 100% noticed that, and especially in the last few years. Um, like some of the music, like you said, that's been kind of like pushed out there into the mainstream in front of these audiences that have never really, listened to this type of stuff before. Um, I had a thought in my head and it left me. This happens a lot. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, but yeah, but just like even for like bass music specifically, like dubstep and stuff. Like a year or two ago, it was like popping off. Like Hall started popping off. Like Skrillex started playing like rhythm and dubstep. Like that more modern kind of underground dubstep shit at his shows, and like a lot more artists have. And that's the thing. Like shout out to all these artists for like that have a platform that are like putting all these different genres into people's faces. I think
Yeah,
it's really, you know, yeah, I think it's really cool to see.
it's cool to see like people who otherwise would never hear about this shit just start listening to it. Like
Yeah,
you know,
the amount of
um,
times I've like met people at raves that have been like, "Oh, this is my first time," and like the amount of times I've been lucky enough to like be playing someone's first rave, and like they come up to me after, I'm like, "Dude, like this was so much fun. Like I'm gonna come out to so much more of these like shows," and like just getting people into that scene, like it's such a good feeling. It's like it's a really good feeling because like man, you just like unlocked something for someone in the same way that someone did for you, and it's like really cool to just pass the torch pass the torch
yeah.
along and just add to the crew.
Hmm. Do you think Rhythm gets a lot of hate? Is it deserved, or is it is the Rhythm
Oh
hate
man.
deserved, or is it not? I guess
I
so much
love
hate.
I love that shit. I
Yeah,
want my funeral song to be a Blocks VIP, but that's just me personally. I think when it comes to that, I mean, like I understand. Like, here's the thing: like when people like complain about rhythm, like I understand. Like it is repetitive, but like what I like about it is just like the flow and like the sound design. For me, it's like the rhythm. Like it, I don't know, just like that 140 what to 145 BPM and just like yoinky sploinky fucking sounds. I just really enjoy it. But yeah, that's even then like rhythm was getting kind of pushed into the mainstream, and like I don't think it'll well, who knows, right? Like, I don't think, like how D&B and all these other genres have been kind of pushed out, and like, more mainstream dubstep, um, like just like, quarter note, like reverb bass, just massive, like womp womp, like type stuff. I don't think it'll rhythm will be pushed or like even platformed like that in kind of the same way. But that's kind of the beauty about it, right? It's kind of like you go to these intimate shows and these intimate raves where like these DJs from like the US or like, um, where Budapest or somewhere are playing. And it's just like, it's a really tight knit community. Like when I meet someone on just in public that like likes rhythm, I'm just like, oh, sick. Like you also like garbage music. Like this is amazing. But it's just that like underground, like intimate community, and that's I think that's like part of the appeal in a way. But I think even so, like it getting pushed into the mainstream in the same way that some genres have, that would be really really cool to see. And I think a lot of artists are doing that as well.
Yeah.
Just constantly seeing people being platformed and put on festivals where it's like okay, that'll be like a nice change for people's ears
Uh-huh.
as well. So
I've seen
yeah,
like yeah, rhythm is doing its thing now. Like it's getting pretty popular. I see it all the time on social media, and like I personally know a lot of rhythm DJs. I mean, it's hard not to know a rhythm DJ at this point, you know. If you,
honestly, yeah,
it's hard to not find one. But I feel
yeah,
like some genres just I hope this doesn't happen to rhythm or UKG or anything, but I've seen it happen to one of my favorite genres. That was UK bass, and it just died. It just
uh,
died and nothing, it just all the labels in the UK that were releasing it kind of just died. And
you talk
artists who
about like baseline type stuff, like baseline
like
junkie and all that
like
stuff.
yeah, that kind of stuff. Also like how do I say like UK bass? It's like UK's version of bass house. Like I don't know. It's at like 130
Yeah.
BPM. Yeah, that kind of
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. A little quicker.
Yeah.
A little quicker.
I can send you some
Oh, okay.
examples afterwards. But
Oh
I can
yeah,
send
definitely. I'd love to listen.
I just remember it like 4 years ago or like less than that actually. Like 2021, 2022. It used to be not like the biggest genre, but it was a thing. And then
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
it's just like gone. Like everyone who I know who used to make it, like there's still people making it, but most of them they kind of just moved to UKG. I don't know how like that worked,
Yeah.
but like I don't
Yeah.
know why it died or whatever. I think it was a pretty good genre. I still love it, but it's like I guess people just it didn't click. I don't know.
Yeah. But
I
yeah,
don't
there you
know.
go. Like that's maybe you can like that's a good way. Like maybe you can approach like your brand from like kind of that standpoint, essentially like bringing
Bring
something back and like
yeah.
making it your own and like authentic and like unique to you. Like that'll really help like set your stuff apart as well. So
I don't know. I think I like making UKG a lot more. Not gonna lie.
true,
It's
fair enough.
it's just it's just like I don't know. I feel like whenever I try to make a bass house song, I'm not really the best at sound designing it, so it's just kind of like falls flat. But like with
Yeah,
UKG, it's not really the sound design isn't the focus, right? It's more so like the rhythm and the harmony and the melody and like the chords and how like groovy it is. So it's
yeah,
not really the focus isn't how cool does the bass sound or whatever. Even though that's
yeah,
nice,
yeah,
it's nice to hear a nice like FM bass on a UKG song, but it's not
yeah,
like the focal point, right? Like
yeah, yeah.
like rhythm. The main reason people I think like rhythm is because of the intensive sound design, right? Like that's
Oh yeah,
pretty
for
much the
sure.
whole
Like
point.
yeah, yeah. The sound design has gone crazy, and like yeah, I was gonna bring that up earlier. It's just like the sounds that people are making. Like they just like I feel like it's more common now to be listening to a song and just be like, oh, how the hell did someone make that? Or it's like, oh, like what filters did they run that through or something? So it's really really interesting, and like also just learning how to like mess with stuff, whether it's in Serum or like post processing a sample, so you can get some crazy results. Like if you ask me to go back and make any of the sounds and that I've ever made, like remake it to 100% accuracy, I probably wouldn't be able to. Like I I just know how to just like mess with shit, and once I get it the way I want, then I kind of leave it where it is, and I save it as a sound, and I save it as one of my sounds, and I just use it in future tracks and stuff. But um, yeah, dude, the sound design is getting sick. That's kind of what I like about it, just the flow, and just when that drop hits, just like your jaw hitting the floor, being like, oh shit.
Yeah. One thing I do when I'm trying to learn how to make these kinds of cool sounds. I don't know if this is right, but I don't know, like every time I use like unison voices, do you have to EQ out the like low end? Because or else like if I had like four unison voices, like make a square four and then detune it a
Yeah,
bit, and then I put like the mono switch on my DAW. It sounds
yeah,
weird. Like I don't know what happened. Like I think it's just the nature of things. Like
true.
there's no
You
way
could
around that. Is there a
you
way
could try
around that?
like a you could try like a mid side EQ, um, or yeah, just roll off a bit of the low end. Like, what do you mean? Is
Like
it
if you
just
make
like straight up not like mono compatible like at all?
it's like you hear it fully and then it kind of fades out and it comes back and it fades out and it comes back like with the mono, depending on how much detune there is. That's what I'm hearing. And I think like of course you can just cut off like high pass it, right? And then add a sub bass for
Yeah,
a mono sub bass, obviously. But like
yeah.
still even
Try you could try kind of accentuating those higher frequencies, like if you have any like if there's no saturation on it, add some, and if there already is, like I don't know, just try boosting it a bit, or try a little bit of distortion, just to have them push through a bit more. Because yeah, like I've listened to tracks and put them in mono, like it's gonna change a little bit. But yeah, it's like if it's drastically changing, then yeah, the like I've released tracks and listened to them in mono, and I've been like, oh wait, you cannot hear the bass in mono whatsoever, and I've been like, fuck.
I
Um, but
I've
yeah,
done that. I've done that. Like
send me a video of like what the sound is, and like just how much it's changing, so I can actually hear. And then
mm,
yeah, but yeah, try those couple things. That's weird.
yeah, it's just I've also released a song that this was before I even learned like how to use the mono switch, which
Yeah,
is embarrassing because it's like already been a year and a half, and I learned about mixing in mono like few months ago, which is fucked to think
yeah,
about. But like
yeah, yeah.
but like it already significantly changed the way I make music to like actually care about the mono compatibility. You know,
Yeah, just like kind of get in there and be like nitpicky with all like the technicals, and all the little like fine details and stuff.
like I don't care if it sounds like a little bit like it's always gonna sound like you said a little bit worse in mono than it does in stereo. But if it
Yeah,
sounds like you said like it's a different song completely in mono, then there's some you gotta fix that. Some like at least I think so because aren't like club systems they're all mono, right? Club systems
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. Most of them are. Most of them are.
yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So just like layering, like good stereo imaging as
Yeah,
well.
not going too
Because like
wide, right?
yeah, yeah.
You
Because I
said
use just for imaging purposes, like I'll use like Ozone 8, because I have like the basic version, which just like I just use the limiter, the stereo imager, and like the dynamic EQ and stuff, and like that's about it. So
Ozone 8. What DAW are you in?
yeah,
FL, right?
FL,
You're
yeah, yeah, FL
okay,
Studio.
sick. Yeah, yeah. I think FL gets a lot of hate. It's unwarranted, and everyone tries to push me. Everyone I meet tries like they're like, oh, switch to Ableton. What are you doing? You're like FL is not a real DAW. It's like what the hell, man. At this point I'm too like comfortable with FL to think to like try and make a switch. I think like I don't know.
Yeah,
I really like the way it works and how like it's really intuitive to me. It wasn't like I didn't get it like immediately. I don't think anyone ever figures out a DAW quickly. But like at this
oh
point,
yeah, no,
like all the technical hurdles are gone. Like learning the DAW and how to use it. Now it's just a matter of actually trying to like just excel at like music production. You know?
yeah, yeah, and like yeah, you don't want to like take take a step back in that regard. Like yeah, I think like the whole DAW wars concept, like people are welcome to have conversations about, like, oh, what does this style have? This one does it. The second it gets into like, oh, like you like FL's not a real DAW, like it, like that statement, it kind of just makes like, oh, like anything you make in there has no value because it's like so easy, which is like it's not the case. Like making music is not easy at
No,
all in
no, I
in any
remember.
DAW in any DAW. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. People like, I mean, it can be a joke, but people that are seriously, and I've had a couple people seriously be like, "Oh, I'm an FL studio," and they're just like, either just are like genuinely like really rude, like they actually care about it. It's like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. I think that's just like clown behavior,
It
to be
is, yeah,
honest.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then some like 55-year-old be like, "Oh, it's Pro Tools only." It's like, whatever.
Like, all right, but I think like certain DAWs, like, yeah, like Pro Tools is helpful to learn because if you're ever in a studio setting, like it's like you can just go out of your way and learn these DAWs, and it will serve you well. But it's like that's why track stems are a thing. Like, hello, this is
Yeah.
2025. Um, yeah,
Uh,
man,
it,
yeah, I like FL. I don't think I'm moving from it anytime soon, but I am never hitting that update button. I'll tell you
oh
that.
no, no, I'm sticking with I'm sticking with FL21 forever. I think I'm like
Yeah.
first of all, I'm using a cracked version, so I don't even.
Eh.
Like I'm like I don't know. Like I've seen people on TikTok and Instagram, they make like these videos where like they have the theme. That's the only thing I really want, which FL21 doesn't have. It's the themes, you know.
Yeah,
Which,
yeah.
but like that's the only thing I thought about. I'm like, maybe I should update it so I can put a theme on there. But then I'm like, that's not worth it. Just the whole migration process is too hard. Like, you know,
Yeah, just moving everything over. Oh God, please
no,
no,
no, it's all right.
no.
No. So yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do that. I'm keeping everything where it is. I've heard like it's never happened to me, but I know if you move a sample location in your like computer, it won't like open properly sometimes your
Yeah,
files.
it's
But
like you move a sample. It's like, where the fuck is this? Where
yeah,
is it? You have to
I've
like
never done
auto relocate. Yeah, no, I like leave my folders the way they are, and even like transferring between computers. Like I have like an external hard drive, and I'll just like keep them the exact same way, put them in the exact folders, and like, dude, it's a lot of work. Like that's stressful enough. Like moving everything from the same DAW over to another computer, and then add changing the DAW on top of that. Like, good night. Nah,
I've seen
but
people like
I'm
what?
happy I've streamlined that process for myself though, as far as like, you know, having my stuff, like having my whole career in this little 2 terabyte brick. So if my laptop goes kaput, I don't have to worry. Shout out technology, man. Jesus.
I should seriously consider that. You know, I just have the laptop, but I should probably get a hard drive, man. Like you said, it's probably a good idea to back up
Dude,
everything.
I was funny story. I'm not gonna say the DJ's the name because they're not like, you know, super ultra mega famous, but they're pretty popping. So I'm not
Yeah.
out to like shit talk anybody. But there were some DJs over at my house for like an after party. They came like after a show in London at Music Hall. And like the headliner was just like being really drunk and like belligerent and kind of rude because like we weren't planning to have them over and like the speaker setup we had wasn't like crazy, but yeah, and then they were spinning, and then they spilt vodka all over like my FLX4 and my computer. And like, and I was like, like one night, like I'm always nervous about having my laptop out. I'm like, oh, what's the worst that can happen? Like, they'll be fine. Like, I need to stop worrying. And then, yeah, like next thing I know, like my laptop has vodka all over it. Luckily, my laptop, nothing happened to it. It kept working just fine. But the decks stopped working completely. But yeah, like it's moments like that where it's like not in your control. It's like if I didn't have the hard drive, like generational crash out, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
like all your work just gone. You know, that would be
Yeah.
oh my God, I would lose it. That's
Yeah.
understandable crash out. You
Oh,
have
for sure.
you have an FLX4? or is it like your main
Had
deck, or like oh yeah, but like what do you use like usually like a standalone or something?
no, like that's what I practiced on when I had it. Now, like genuinely, I'll either like rent a controller from Long and McQuaid if I want to. But honestly, man, I just like make the set in a record box and just practice the transitions with mouse and keyboard and shit. And then I just like
I've done it.
translate it. Yeah, and then I just translate it to decks because as
Bro,
FLX4, it's not a um crazy controller, but they're still like $500.
I remember I was visiting Calgary and I got a set there, and then like I didn't have my controller with me. It was in Ottawa when I used to live in Ottawa,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
so I did that thing where you like use a mouse and keyboard to DJ, and it was like it was kind of fun. I can't lie, it was
it's kind of
different.
fun, right?
It's kind of fun. It's really sad. It's really satisfying when you get it right too, when it works, and it's like wow,
Yeah,
holy. I don't like why do I even need a controller? Like fuck that. I'm just
dude,
not,
chopping rhythm on like a on like a mouse and keyboard is diabolically fun. Like
oh, do you use a
it'd be
would
funny
you
if just like
would you use the crossfader instead of the like faders to like chop?
yeah. I just
Just
use
drag it,
one crossfader that's there basically. Yeah, just I'm literally sitting here and like doing this with my
just
mouse.
dragging it
I'm in my
across.
buddy's house right now. Yeah, literally just like
Yeah,
that.
just drag it. Yeah,
So fun.
I've had the DJ 400 for like 4 years now. It's served me good. I still have it. It's right next to me over there. Um, I still use it.
Those are
I
good
mean,
controllers.
good
Durable.
controllers, durable. You know, I've mixed on a variety of stuff. One thing I really want to learn is vinyl. So that way, I just really want to learn vinyl
Uh
for some reason. You know, I think it's cool. I've
I mean it's
tried it.
fun. Like it actually takes like wicked precision. So
I've
it's
tried it.
pretty cool to see DJs doing it.
I've tried it. I got like two successful beat matches in like an hour of just fucking around. Like it was really hard, and they were not in phrase either. They were just they were the
Yeah.
beat. They were not in phrase, but the beat was matched. So I was like, okay. So at least I got that down. But it took like an hour of
Yeah.
just and like I was trying to like I was hearing a headphone on, one of them off. Like the one song I was bringing in, I would try and tap my feet on beat with that one, and then like
Yeah.
try and like match the
Yeah.
tempo. It's hard to match the tempos exactly. Like I don't know. It's
Oh
really
yeah.
difficult.
Yeah.
There's no visual
Yeah.
aids or anything, you know, and it makes you really appreciate it when you even mix on like a CDJ 2000 where there's no zoomed in waveform, but at least you have the BPM counter, right? At least you can
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
this is
Something telling you
130.
where.
Yeah. And you at least you have the little zoomed out waveform, you know? Uh, yeah, like
Yeah.
3000s are really nice. I like mixing on those. I think is a walk in the park. It's
Oh yeah, they're
really
really smooth. I've never had an issue on those to be honest.
yeah, no, me neither. CDJ 2000s. I played on some that like I think they had some drinks spilled on them or something. Every time I click Q on one of the left deck was fine. The right one, when I click Q, I'd click play, and then it would just like to go. It would just say needle. I don't know what it was. It was just say needle, and then it like
Oh.
it looped like a second of the song over and over again. So I just couldn't hit Q and then play. So I just hit play only, and then, which
Oh,
is
true. Weird.
yeah. But the
Yeah,
other deck was
that
fine.
needle lock stuff. I wonder if it was just a loop that was set to like a 16th of a bar. But
Yeah,
you didn't hit the loop, did
I
you?
didn't hit the
Or
loop.
did you?
No, I know
Oh,
I didn't.
yo, yeah.
It was just
Yeah, that's
Q
so
and play.
weird.
So I was like, a whole night I was like not hitting Q on the right deck, which really fucking was hard because I'm one of those mashing Q DJs. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
Q
Yeah.
masher, yeah,
Q Masher.
Q masher, dude. That's it makes it easy to beat match it. You know?
No, it does. It does. It's weird. I never um used master cues. I never even touched the fucking button. I just went right to hot cues. I don't know. My brain just was just like hot cues only. I'm just like, okay.
like with rhythm, I think using hot cues is convenient. At least just to like jump to parts of the song where you want to like line up two drops, right?
Yeah. For me, it's like if I'm using master Q, like with some of the shit, like I don't want to like forget to hit the play button also
Yeah.
to play the track. But that's just me in my brain. I try and like minimize as much risk as I can because I'm already every time I go on stage, I'm already shaking like a fucking shaker. I'm shaking.
Dude, it's
I'm
stressful. It's stressful. Even when there's like
yeah.
no one, even if there's only like five people. You know what I mean? It's still like
Oh
I
yeah.
still have nerves. You know, it's like, oh, everyone's gonna hear this. And honestly, the
Yeah.
last set I played was like it wasn't it wasn't like a rave. It was like a show where like they just let you DJ. It's called in Calgary. It's called Controller Club. I literally
Okay.
one of my worst performances. I can't lie. I was really fucking up, but it was recorded, so I got some good like videos out of that I could post. I didn't. There's some transitions I really liked, but a lot of it was just me fucking up there. I can't lie,
Oh yeah.
and like
Honestly, fucking up live is like a humbling experience.
yeah,
It'll teach you shit real quick. Like first
dude.
show I played, I was on CGJs. I think there was also a voltage issue because I was like putting the trim up a little bit, but the volume would spike. But aside from that, yeah, my transitions were absolutely horrible, and it was like, oh, okay, yep, better figure it out.
Yeah, the first transition of that set was botched. So that set the tone for the whole thing. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck. Well, so,
Oh man,
funny
yeah.
thing is, while I was practicing before it started, I was doing great. And then they're like, the guy who runs the thing is like, okay, I'm gonna start recording you now. And I'm like, all right, let's go and start playing. Horrible. It's just it
Oh
was
no,
I think all DJs
yeah,
have that moment where like they think like when they're being recorded, it's worse for some reason. Like they always, I don't know why, but like when that record button is on, it's harder to
yeah,
DJ well. I don't know why. I think it's just a pressure thing, psyching yourself
yeah.
out.
You're just like focused on like how everything's gonna look on the video, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you start like nervously touching the knobs more. I've done that before where I'm just like just touching the like either whatever it is like the high trim or the trim and just like
When are
just so
you
I'm not staying there.
when are you leaving London? I'd love to like I need to catch a show or like you're playing at where is it? What is it? UC? Yussi?
You
I
see,
don't know.
yeah,
UC.
yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
DMB guy out of Australia.
Yeah.
Really good stuff. I'm really excited. So yeah, I'm gonna do like a bit of bass for that set and just like kind of do some DMB and just kind of a bunch of different stuff. So I'm excited to finalize that set this week. Yeah, and then I have Nowhere Fest coming up, but that's in September,
Where does that take
and
place?
that's like Ottawa.
Oh,
It's
really?
like a little outside Ottawa. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Nowhere Fest. I haven't heard of
it's
that one.
happening in Ravens Knoll. If you've ever heard of that
Who holds that?
place.
Is it like audio form or is
It's DNR Productions. I don't think Audio
oh,
Form is a no Audio Form. Are they a thing anymore? I don't know.
I think they still are. They still are. They still do. I don't know if they're the ones who do
Yeah,
midnight. They're the ones who do
I
Midnight
don't know.
Flower.
Like yeah, yeah. Oh no, yeah, yeah. I think so. Yeah. No, I didn't mean to sound disrespectful to them. I just like I swear someone told me like they disbanded or separated, but if they haven't, that's great because when I went to Midnight, that was an amazingly fun time. That was great.
I think it's talking about PMP, but I think PMP is still a thing too. I think they're still a thing as well out of Ottawa. I mean, the Ottawa scene, I love it. I miss it. It was fun. I just kind of like stopped going to raves for a bit just for health reasons. It was kind of like the substance side of things really started taking control of my life, so I had to like quit
Yeah,
partying
yeah.
for a long
You realize
time.
how much of it there is when you're like in
Oh
that
yeah.
position. Like, yeah,
Yeah, so like I noticed that whenever I go to a rave, I end up doing something, so I just stop for a little bit, and I feel more
yeah,
comfortable going out now in the sense it's been quite some time being sober, and there's no more like
yeah,
cravings or
yeah.
anything. I'm always
That's good,
wary
man.
of it.
That's good. Yeah, it can be hard for sure, but yeah, like I realize it's like okay, yeah, I definitely don't want to fall into that trap. Um, yeah,
I know I'm not alone in that. Where like some people definitely have said to me like before, even like that substances like they used to go to raves for like music and like substances like kind of ruined raving for them, kind of ruined the rave scene for them because like
yeah,
they used to love going to these things and now it's just like they kind of just it enables their habit and it's just horrible. But you know,
no,
like
yeah, for sure.
I feel like for anyone going through that, I'd say just like take a long ass break because it's all raves are always going to be around, but your health is not. So I
No, exactly.
just probably take a break and come back when you're ready. Right? That's what I did, and it's working. Hopefully, it doesn't stop working.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, that's the thing. And also I wish like I've seen like groups of friends and people that I know. It's like I wish people would kind of like hold each other accountable more in that sense as far as like, the drug intake and stuff. Cause it's like I've seen people just like people do so much stuff and it's like I don't
Yeah.
know, their friend is sitting there and not really saying anything about it, or it's like I just wonder if they ever have these types of conversations.
Sometimes
Because
even
eventually
encouraging
what
it.
happens is like yeah, like encouraging it, like just egging it on. It's like what happens is like sometimes like some one of those guys is gonna one of those people is gonna realize like oh like you know I feel like it's either they realize oh like these aren't the people I need to surround myself with, or it's like either they have those conversations or it's like yeah it's just I don't know it's
I, yeah, the toxic positivity in the rave community. It's like that's what I'd like to
yeah
call it. It's like they like to say, "Oh, we're plur," but like they don't really look out for their friend when they're an addict. I don't know. I've seen that quite a lot. It's just they don't like out of fear of being labeled as like inflammatory, they avoid these tough conversations.
yeah, and I
But
think it's
it's
also that like a lot of these people that like just do so many drugs and like even just as from a human being standpoint I feel like a lot of people have a problem with being told they have a problem and they're like oh like yeah like no I don't, so it's like the more someone tries to do that it's like the less they want to like hang out with you or something. Like
mhm.
I've experienced that personally. um yeah, but it's like a weird thing, it's like at the end of the day like they gotta help themselves, and if at the end of the day the only way to help yourself is to leave, then sometimes it's just what's got to happen. So, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
like the whole thing of like peace, love, unity. It doesn't mean like doing a tab of Molly and like hugging someone at a
yeah,
rave, although that's
exactly.
a great thing to do. It's
Yeah.
like look out for people, like actually have respect, like actually care about the people, because like ideally like everyone looks out for each other at these raves, and personally I haven't experienced anything that's not that at a rave. So people are generally pretty good, but yeah, just in the quiet moments too, as well. But
Hmm. Yeah. That was
heck yeah,
yeah, it's hard to see that like people like I noticed it in a lot of friends in Ottawa, like I'd see them like I'd personally see them over the years go from like a very nice person to just a full-blown addict. And I became one of those
yeah,
people too. And it's just you think it's never gonna happen to you, right? And it's like, oh, this is just something I do on the weekends and it just takes your
yeah,
life, takes
yeah,
control of your life, and then you gotta just take a step back from everything and be like, is it really worth it to go to the club every weekend? No, it's not.
yeah,
But you know,
yeah,
but like no
yeah.
hate to anyone in the nightlife scene. Like it's a business. Like it's not your fault that people are doing these things, right? Like
Right, yeah,
and
yeah,
they gotta make money. They gotta hold events, but like it's just a. I wish there was more like advocacy for uh safe like safe usage and stuff like harm
yeah,
reduction.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I think like a lot of festivals, and I feel like there are people talking about it, kind of bringing it to the conversation. But unfortunately, that happens sometimes because stuff didn't go the way it should have, right? Like, so either someone, lost their life due to some other reason, or something else like happened, like in, you know someone, like, sexually assaulted someone at a show. It's like, you know these messages need to just constantly being they need to constant can I speak English? They need to constantly be displayed in front of people's faces and stuff. And it's like, yeah, man, just look out for people. I definitely have a few people I know that, like, I definitely worry about sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then like I don't know, it feels bad like leaving the scene just for your own personal reasons because like you feel like, oh, these are your friends, but like sometimes you think like, were they ever really? Because they kind of encouraged all this, or they didn't encourage it, but they took a backseat when they saw it become a problem. And then you're just like, you're like, did I ever really have any genuine connection with anyone? And then it's just a whole self doubt thing. It
Yeah,
starts.
yeah. Like, I feel very lucky because, like, so many of the people I know in London are just like absolute gems, and like they actually do, have these conversations, and they are, safe, and like they keep these things in mind. They're just overall like really good people. I would say more so, yeah. And like, when I was a bit younger, I mean, yeah, I still definitely, know a few of those people now. But yeah, it took a lot to kind of like learn what I wanted my circle to look like. And honestly, after a while, I just wanted peace, to be honest. Just like, I don't like, drama. Like, I've been with friend groups before that, like, fight every time they go
Oh
out. And
yeah,
it's like, dude, it's like,
me too.
life
Me
is
too.
life is actually just so simple. And I don't know, some people just live for like the drama, and they live to make it like complicated, and they live for problems. And it's
Yeah,
like,
like
I get it. Like, I get it. Like, I get, I I feel shit too. I'm a human. Sometimes I get into that space where it's just like, I want a problem. But
yeah,
it's about like it's not like, it's not like I'm going out actively looking. It's just about, dude, like, make it simple. And like that's why I'm so grateful for music, because it's like, um just having that kind of purpose, you know it like it focuses you. Like, you don't care about little shit, you ignore little shit, you're just focused on like the bigger picture. And
yeah,
you don't tolerate, you don't have the room for as much bullshit, I guess.
yeah. I'm glad I figured that out in my early 20s. Thank God that like you should be
Yeah.
really careful who you let into your life. Like you said,
Yeah.
be careful who your rave group is or circle is because
Yeah.
it really matters. It really matters a lot. If you're friends with everyone, you're friends with nobody. I like to think of it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
As many amazing friends as I have in London, and like, this is not disrespecting them at all. I do definitely feel like that sometimes. Like, it's like, it's kind of this like lonely feeling of, it's like, okay, like, I've had moments where I'm like trying to work through something in my head, and I realize, like, I also have like like a bit of a problem. Like, I like dealing with stuff myself, right? It's just how I've always kind of done things. But then it's like, oh yeah, like, who do I really share this with? And I've like, lately, I've really been embracing the value of just like, like, sometimes it's nice to just like tell someone, and like, you just know that someone else knows what you're going through and shit. And it's just like, yeah, just like practicing that vulnerability, I guess, in a
Mhm.
way. Because
Yeah.
like, that kind of vulnerability, in a way, has kind of been like weaponized against me before. So,
Yeah.
and like,
I've been there.
I'm just like, fuck that. Like, I'm a human being. Like, I'm not gonna be this like textbook male that doesn't like I'm not out here like I handle my shit. I do what I need to do. I'm not out here like being a victim, or like, you know crying all the time. But it's like, dude, like, I ask for help and shit, bro. And like,
Yeah.
that's what I tell myself, like, all the time. Like, you know.
Mhm. Yeah. So your show, what time do you play on Saturday, right? System Saturdays. So
Oh
what
yeah,
time?
yeah. I'm pretty sure, I don't think set times have been released yet. But I think I'm closing the show.
Okay.
Shout out my boy Klomp, my boy Jake, because he was originally supposed to close the show, but he had to back out due to health reasons.
Okay.
He's doing good. Just I hope he gets better and stuff. But yeah, shout out to him. But yeah, grateful I get to close the night out for that guy. Pretty sure. I think 1 to 2 would be like a safe assumption.
1 to 2. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'll probably most likely come because I need something to do on Saturday. So
Yeah, dude. Yeah, sweet.
I love drum and bass. So one of my one of my like
Sweet,
genres
dude.
that I
Yeah,
like.
I'll also get you on guest list. Like, don't worry about a ticket.
Okay.
Just show up and just have a good time. And then who knows? I might have some people over at my house after. We can like fire up the decks, and I can
Oh,
see
okay.
about renting a speaker from Long and McQuaid, so we actually have one.
Okay. Sick.
Yeah.
Sick. Like, do you host after parties at your place often, or?
Honestly, pretty often. Yeah, pretty
Okay.
often. It's just like it's such a good spot for it, and like we've been lucky enough to have like headliners come back. Like we have our whole like wall in our living room just signed. Like we have like Danny Avila, Ma Ari, is I think that's how you say it. She's like a techno artist, super nice person. Um, who else? Of course, now it's blanking on me. What are the other names? Oh my god, Max Styler. Like we've had a bunch of like dope APs and stuff after. We've been trying to limit it, but I'm a very social person, so I like having people over and just keeping the music going and stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah. Me as well. I like, but it's too bad I live in an apartment building. I can't really host any parties here. But if I had a house, man, you could. It would be a lot. It would be a party all the time. I can say that.
oh yeah,
But
oh yeah,
yeah, it was nice talking to you, man. This was a good
yeah,
conversation.
yeah. Thanks for having
I
me, man.
I
This is
really
super
enjoyed
cool.
it. I just like made this podcast because I was like, I need something to do because I'm still finding a job. I don't know why I'm struggling so much in that department right now. It's just really hard. Like I've been
The
applying
market
everywhere.
the
Yeah,
market is cooked. Like
yeah,
I've been reading articles left and right. Like nobody can find work. Like it seems.
yeah. It's starting to get a little bit scary, but like, yeah, but
Yeah,
we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll find something. So for now, I'm just applying to jobs, doing this, making music, doing my best, just
yeah,
chilling. So
yeah.
I'll see you Saturday. I'll see you Saturday. So.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, no, thanks